Hello, in this video I want to a little bit talk about the text fixtures in Playwright. As we previously discussed, there are different ways to include some actions that we want to execute before or after each test case or suite. And previously we saw building some hooks or leveraging the hooks inside our test cases is one way. So now let's see how we can do including some before or after actions by using or utilizing the text fixture that we develop. So I wanna open the official Playwright documentation and let's see what kind of fixtures we can utilize. So as we can see here, there are already some built-in fixtures, and if we are aware or not, sometimes we are using some of them, right? For example, page is one of them, and sometimes, especially in the UI automation test cases, we use it like this. And if I wanna run this test case, like playwright test and my test spec file, which is my test.ts, the test will execute, and I already saw the browser was fired, but since it was too fast, it was closed right away. But normally, in this case, I don't need it, right? Because I don't have any UI action. I will just print some console logs. And even if I remove, the same test will do the same. Like, just see. I guess this time it was shorter. Exactly, because now I'm not using any fixture. So I guess it is almost 4 times faster. So it was 2 seconds and now only half a second. Cool. And I want to show you we can use some other built-in fixtures, like page is not the only one, but what was the others listed in the official Playwright documentation? They were context, browser, page, request. So we can use those context or the request to maybe apply some like even changing the viewport size or apply some header customization, include some custom requests. So let's see what we can do. I guess I have one hook file somewhere here. Let me find it. It should be here. So what I can do here is, as we can see, like after getting the page, I can change the window size, and I can even add some cookies, as I told, just to add some custom header parameters. Cool. So what we can do next is, maybe we can define our own fixture, right? Not only the built-in fixtures, but we can develop some custom fixtures. How we can do that? Like, again, referring to the official documentation, I see that there are a possibility to create a custom fixture, and we will import to other spec files. So let's try to do that. Let me remove this screen, and I will create a new file to add some fixtures inside. So under my test cases directory, let me edit. It will be my fixture file. All right, and let's add a class inside. My fixture. And I will add some functions inside. So of course I don't need this here. I will add my functions, and of course I want to import this into other spec files, right? So we have to export. So let's add some functions. Like the first is, I don't know, like run fixture before test. All right, and let's add some more console logs to understand in what order they're executed. So we can say this fixture is before test run. Let's add one more. I will edit in the post execution, which means after the test is executed, I will call this one. After test run. All right, I'm ready. So I can use this in my spec file. So what I have to do is, first of all, I'm running the test with the test runner playwright, which is coming from the playwright core library. So what I'll do is, instead of this, I will use a custom runner, which recognize the fixture that I create and consider that fixture when running the test. So I will design kind of pattern and I will design my execution orders. First, I will do some actions and then I will execute and fire the test case itself, and eventually I will do some more actions. So what I'll do here is I will first extend this test. So instead, first of all, let's import this with another name, which let's name as base for now. And what I'll do here is my test would be something else from now on, not the test coming from the core library, but it will be something which is extending the test, which is called from Playwright core library. So extend, I guess, yes. And what we will add here is just extend with some functions. And I can declare here, I will extend with my fixture, which was my fixture, right? My fixture file, yes. So when I add, the import is already added there. Okay, I think I'm ready. But of course I have to fix here. All right, now it's cool, but of course I will add some functions here. So let's try to do that. I will add my fixtures here. So first of all, of course, I named it as my fixed. My fixed would be, since I created some async functions, I will again call with async. Will be I have to use here because I will use this fixture inside the test, and then I will execute some more steps. Use, and I will use as a arrow function here. Yes, I think I'm ready. Yes, looks like accurate. And now I will add my steps here inside this code block. So of course, first let's initialize the class that I created. So this would be my class. Let's name it as my fixture class. Okay. Is this my fixture, right? Yes. And then first, what I told when I was designing the pattern with the functions that I added in the class, what I was thinking is first calling the function, one of the functions I added inside, which was run fixture before test, right? Yes, this is what I will call before executing the test. So now I will do the test execution itself. So the test will use this fixture. So I will just call again await. I'm always using await, not to not to have any order confusions. So I want them to be executed in order sequentially. So now I want test to use this fixture. And eventually, after it is done, I will call the other function, which will be kind of tear down function for me. Inside there is no meaningful step right now, but I will at least see, or I supposed to see the console log after the test is done. So it was run fixture. I named in a weird way before after, but it should be normal after test. But okay, this is the one I want to use. Okay, yes. What did I do here? I don't know what I did, but yeah, now it is ready. Cool. So now I extended my test runner by including my custom fixture. Everything is cool. And all I have to do is I was adding my fixtures inside the test function, right? So I'll do the same. This time I'll not import page, but I will import my fixture. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, now I see the fixture log, which is executed before the test, and then the test itself is executed. And when the run is complete, I see the final console log, as I expected. Cool. What else I can do? Like, if I want to reuse this in several spec files, I can move this into other files. Like, why not the fixture file itself, right? So I can just copy here or move here. And this time, what I can do is just I don't need this anymore. And test is defined in my other fixture file, right? Yes, this one and this. Cool. Am I ready now? I guess there are some issues. Like, first of all, the test seems not to be recognized. So let's see that. Because we defined it, but we did not export, right? So it is not recognized in the other file. Now it seems okay. And my fixture is here. All right. Let's execute now. It somehow failed. There seems to be some other issues. I get there is a problem with the import. So when I moved my fixture in the other file, I guess it was automatically import in a strange way. So yeah, here is the problem. So I'll just remove it. Okay, the test should be called from Playwright tests module. So now it should be okay. Let's see. Yes, now I can see my fixture logs still inside my execution. So now this is almost like the previous, the original version of a test spec file, right? What is the only difference? The only difference is test is not called from the Playwright test library or the module, but from my fixture. And I'm adding my fixture inside here. And I can even, I can even get rid of this one, because if I don't want to repeat the addition of this fixture whenever I create a new test case, so what I can do is I can enforce this fixture to automatically run. So what I do is I'll set on a flag inside this fixture to execute it automatically, even without explicitly declaring in the test case. Let's see what we can do. Here, after this, I will add a flag which is auto and set to true. And this time, of course, fixture will have a list of parameters. So it should be like this. I guess it is done now. Let's see. Now I did not include here explicitly, but still I expect it to be included. Yes, it is here. So the only thing that I have to do is call the test runner, not from the Playwright core library by default, but call from my custom fixture, which is basically doing nothing but only extending the default test runner. So in this case, we can already include before and after steps by just calling the relevant test runner.